Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever in the world you are. I thought I would just title this Facebook Live Woohoo! Because I'm at 200 of 365, which means I'm definitely a lot more than halfway through. I am kind of a 2/3ish way through, and I thought it would be worth celebrating. And I was thinking long and hard about the different ways to celebrate. But actually, you're not that interested that I've got to 200, are you? I think I'm probably more excited, probably more interested. It's a celebration of me, because remember that I started doing these just so I could kind of prove to myself that I could be consistent. And there's still another 165 to go, but I wanted to prove to myself that I could be consistent in doing this, because it was quite a big stretch. 365 consecutive live streams in a row. And quite often when I'm asking people to do 5 days consistently or 12 days consistently, it feels too much. So I needed to make sure that I was asking people to do something that I would be 100% willing to do. I would maybe not even feel ready to do, but be prepared to do myself. So that's how this came about. So I'm celebrating that. And I thought, oh, hello, Ivona, waving at you. And I thought it would be a really good idea to do something that's for you in these, not just for me. So here's what I've decided to do. If there is an element of visibility for you, it could be video, it could be speaking, it could be the act of actually being visible, it could be presentations, it could be making an impact, it could be sharing a story or stories, it could be showing up authentically as you, it could be how you sell yourself, how you talk about your work, how you sell things in your business, how you sell yourself as an employee, how you raise your profile. It could be around how you want to put yourself or your work out there. Whatever the thing is, I'm going to offer, let's do 3 or 5 of you. I'm going to offer the first 3 people. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer the first 3 people that type the words, pick me, pick me. All you need to do is type that into the comment box there, and I'll get in contact with you and give you a free 30-minute time to shine visibility session, which is normally worth 99 quid. It's worth a lot more than that actually, but where you and I get to speak and we can talk about anything that you want to talk about, all pertaining to being visible. So for the first 3 people that type pick me in the box below, you might have worked with me in the past, you might be a total stranger to me, you might have just connected with me, and do remember that these videos are live and also are public, so anyone on or off Facebook, and the first place has gone already, I see you on there, so you get that first place. I'll be in contact with the link so you can get that booked. So remember that happens, across there. Now, because I know that some of you are on different time zones, my connection just dropped for a minute then. I know that for some of you it's early hours in the morning, middle of the night type of thing, and for some of you it's late at night as well. So the first 3 people, and one has already typed pick me, will get a free 30-minute session with me, time to shine session. And for anyone else that after the first 3 have gone, because I know that some of you watch on the replay, if you type in me too, which I know is probably a contentious thing, but I didn't really think out the things. If you put me too, what I will do is, for any of you that type that, I'll give you another 24 hours at least. I'll put your name in a hat and I'll pick out another person, or maybe 2 people, to be able to take advantage of the session. And that way, if you're not live, you get that. Now, if you are watching live or watching on the replay, and you have friends, clients, family, or anyone else that you're connected to, might be colleagues or peers that want to join in as well, share this video with them. You can do it publicly or privately. Just when you hit share, it will say copy a link to the video. If you share it, could be your group, could be someone else's group, it could be as a private message, could be anywhere. But if you share that and do it quickly, then they will be, and they type in me too. I feel like I should change the me too piece. Me too or time to shine. There you go. If you get them to type that into, they will also win a bit of time with me, maybe a little bit shorter time, but it's amazing what can be covered in 30 minutes. As many of the people who do book the 30-minute sessions with me will attest to as well. So hopefully that's something nice to bring at the end of the day 200. As it is, I don't even know what time it is because of course I'm streaming from my phone. Have a look on my computer screen, see what it will tell me there. I'm streaming from my phone, so my clock is on there. Let's have a look. Yes, 9:37 p.m. in the UK as I speak now. So that's what the woohoo's about. So we've already got one person who's won a place. And let me open up my drawer, get a nice, let's go for a bright yellow. Can't see that, but they're actually lined post-its. So I'm putting your name down as number 1, Missy. Yeah, I am as well. 2, 3. Okay. So, and then anyone else, if you're watching this thinking, oh no, I don't know, you've got to be in it to win it. But if you think that you would like one of those, then pick me. And if you would like one of the other sessions, so 4 or 5, then if you either type either me too or time to shine, either of those, I'll draw you out of a hat and let you know who the other 2 places go to. There you go. So just giving away a few £100 worth of free coaching, mentoring, consultation, ideas. What can I do? I'm stuck, or anything else like that. I'm seeing your comments flying at the bottom there. So what else have I been up to and what else am I about to do? Well, this week, especially for those of us in the UK, is bank holiday weekend, which means that we got Monday off work, which means that I took today off work. I didn't do any work today. But this week, I've got a pretty jam-packed week. So tomorrow, I have a masterclass that I run every Tuesday now at 4 p.m. UK, 8 a.m. Pacific, and I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern time until all of the clocks change. These masterclasses are free. And what they do is they give you a bit of time where I share a concept around visibility. So I introduce a concept in my world of visibility work, which has been really powerful. I've had some really great feedback, even after only the first couple of weeks of this being started. But I've been consistent so far. Great feedback on those. But tomorrow is around visibility that helps you find your clients. Now, if you look at these or see my post and think, but I can't make it, register anyway. As long as you register, if you aren't able to attend, which I know because they're kind of the smaller and intimate groups, then what I do is I send you a link that you can watch it up to 48 hours afterwards, and then it disappears. Now, why does it disappear? The reason it disappears is I share on there just as if you were one of my corporate clients, one of my business clients, one of the people that pay me to do like a speaking gig, and I share proper, valuable information. And I can't just keep throwing that out on the ethers for everyone to pick up what I'm putting down. So you give me your time and attention by registering it, and I give a fair exchange for appreciating that not everyone can join live. You've all got lives, sometimes businesses or clients and things like that. So I show my appreciation by sending a link so you can have a watch of that video anything up to 48 hours, and then after that it disappears. So Alona says, your masterclasses are indeed brilliant. Thank you so much. And it's funny because I thought just as I went to go live, it showed that we've been connected for 8 years. 8 years, can you believe that? Gosh, it's a long time. So thank you for saying that, because you have been around me for a long time, and I think you've got a really great kind of viewpoint of how I work, how I am, and what I do. So it means a lot when you say things like that too. So that's tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Now, this won't be available for everyone because the lovely Helen Tudor, formerly known as Helen Pritchard, who runs the Get Leads from LinkedIn Mastermind, is having me as her expert guest in her group at 12. You can only get access to that if you are part of her LinkedIn Mastermind. If you're not, even if you've done one of her 5-day challenges or anything else like that, you still can't get involved. Sorry about that. But if you do want to get involved in her 5-day challenge, then the next one is on the 11th of September. So look out. Helen was Helen Pritchard, now Helen Tudor. But if you go to Helen Pritchard and look on her Facebook page, you'll probably see details of how you can get involved. And she sends reminders out too. So tomorrow I've actually got 2 kind of things that I'm delivering. One that's my own masterclass at 4, and one at 12, which is only available within the Get Leads from LinkedIn group run by Helen Tudor. So doing both of those. And what else? Oh, Wednesday I will be sharing, well, having a conversation, like a private conversation, which you can join. And to get access to doing that, if you're a heart-centered business or recognise yourself as being a heart-centered business, then Sarupa Shah has got a group. If you have a look for Sarupa in here on Facebook, join her group and you'll be able to get not only part of the conversation that we will be talking about, but also many others. She's been talking to people actually in the group and having those online as well. So join the group, and maybe you might be one of those people. You want to speak to Sarupa about what you do as well, so that other people in the group get to know you. It's like visibility on steroids week this week. And then sometime after Thursday, and I'm not going to spill what it is yet, I'm going to hopefully be collecting something. One of you will know exactly what it is. I'm going to be collecting something which just brings me so much joy. Honestly, I can't even begin to tell you. But don't worry, once I'm set up, I will show you exactly what it is that I'm collecting, and I'm not going to say any more than that. But this week already, 3 things that I'm doing there. I'm sure there's more on Thursday and Friday, but honestly, off the top of my head, I can't remember. So why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because for many of you, you might have plans about what you want to do in the week. You might be a business owner who wants to put your work out there more. It might be just to the people that you want to get your work in front of. Some of you are employees and you want to raise your professional profile, be taken more seriously at work, and kind of get out there a bit more at work. And I recognise the differences between being employed and being self-employed as well. I still to this day do a lot of work for both corporates and business owners. So if you're wanting to know the nuances for that, there's a third way which you can get information from me for free, and that's to go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe there. Now, I am about to record a shed load of videos based on some of the talks that I've done in the last few weeks and the last month, based on the talks that I've done, questions that have been asked, frequently asked questions, and some of the rarer questions as well, based on some of the trainings that I've delivered both corporately and in the business world, based on the fact that I met up with some of my lovely new neighbours today. We kind of hung out and chilled, me and the man, and imagine this. You go, you meet neighbours, people that you see and you wave at and wave to on a kind of, good morning basis. And then they say, oh my gosh, I was watching you last night, just before I went to bed. And people said, what do you mean, what do you mean that you were watching Jenny before you went to bed? Because I know it sounds like a strange thing to say. She went, oh no, I was watching your videos. Jenny's a vlogger. I was watching some of her videos on YouTube. She's the queen of being seen. Okay. I share this story with you because visibility is sometimes about sharing the message to the people that you already know that are within your sphere. But you never know who's watching, who's supporting, who's listening, who might need to hear more from you. Whether you have a business that is like a service-based business or not, you never know who might want to or need to hear more from you. Okay? This is so important. In fact, it's so important that after this, I will download this vlog and put it over on my YouTube channel. But it was really comforting. I kind of joked, because I know in this day and age it's a bit strange when that happens for many people. And I kind of joked and said, oh, so if you went to bed listening to me, you probably got a good night's sleep. And they said, oh, no, I've been listening and watching loads of your videos. They're really cool. And here's the thing. Don't let people tell you that visibility means that when you put a video out, you have to go viral. Don't let them tell you that if there's not a gazillion likes and shares, that your voice doesn't matter. Don't mark your successes based on quantity of people liking, sharing, commenting on your stuff. I know this. I'm a visibility specialist, and you might think that I should have a gazillion trillion people following me all over the place. We actually did a little exercise last week in the masterclass, and I kind of did a roundup of my numbers, and my audience is well over 20,000 people spread across social media, and some of those people, in fact I didn't include my list actually, and I didn't include a couple of Facebook groups that I run, but my audience is quite big. However, if I was to do this work and just focus on the likes, the shares, the numbers, the kudos, the praise and everything else, I probably would be inconsistent in terms of putting my work out there too, because that's a lot of pressure on you. So whilst in some circles that matters, don't let it stop you. If you've been out there and consistent and visible and you've had a bit of a break or a pause, don't worry about it. We all start from zero. And then the other thing is, we all have these times in our life. Life gets in the way, or we have things that life happens, or we have things that we need to take care of that are actually more important than flapping your gums in front of a video screen, or, driving around the country or flying around the world to stand on a stage and speak. There are things in all of our lives that actually, when we look back, it's going to matter the most to us. So make sure that you are kind of harmonising that as well. You might have young kids that you need to look after. You might have people that you care for. You might have, different priorities that you need to look at or address. You might need to look after your own self, like from a self-care point of view. It could be your mental health. It doesn't matter what it is, and you don't need to justify it to anybody. Look after yourselves. Know that your voice matters. Know that you being visible in a way that raises your profile, puts your work out there and gets you going out there matters, but it matters to you, which is why I talk about the ABC framework at the beginning of the visibility work too. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for those of you who have liked this. I recognise a few names and many that I don't. So well done to, I'm going to make sure that I haven't missed anyone. Well done, the first Pick Me spot has gone. So I will send the link so you can get that sorted. Remember that you can also share this with people that you know privately or publicly, totally up to you. And if they type in either Time to Shine or Me Too, then they will get the fourth and the fifth spot, which is a slightly shorter time, but that's okay. That's all cool. There's a lot I can do in that time. Okay, so looking forward to speaking to you, lovely. And thank you for the lovely comments on my masterclass, and thank you for commenting on here. Remember to like, comment, share, and, you know, if not, go over to YouTube, maybe speak to a friend and get them to share on there too. And finally, if you're one of the Vibers, my lovely Vibers, I put a post asking you to share what you're up to. So for those of you that have got forthcoming workshops, programs, things that you're selling, I think somebody's putting an audio class or anything else like that. Remember to post in the group and let people know, because if you don't let people know, they don't know to go. It might not be for them, but it could be for somebody that they know too. Thank you so much. Celebrating 200. I feel like I should have some of those floaty balloons or something. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow at some point between speaking and teaching masterclasses for 201. You've got this. Bye for now.